Welcome to Lessons with Wesley. If this found you, it was meant to. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and breathe. You're entering a sacred space of tarot, of oracle, meditations, ogham, and soul-centered wisdom. There are no coincidences here, only invitations. Lessons with Wesley.
All right, everyone. Hope you all are doing well this morning. Hope you had a great weekend. We finally got a little bit of rain. Hopefully we have some more coming because it wasn't enough. Okay. All right. You're ready to set your intentions? Ready to jump right into it? Let's go. Take a deep breath. Ground yourself. And breathe out. And let's breathe again. Breathe in for 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, and out. Okay, here we go. Episode 13. This is Knight of Pentacles. So I am using the Celtic Dragon Tarot. Once again, this is by DJ Conway and Lisa Hunt. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles stands for gains and losses. A teenage girl, clad in a golden breastplate and helmet, stands beside a large dragon on a rocky hill. They are watching men building a stone house below. The girl has a Celtic sword slung at her belt. Beside the sword is a bag with a pentacle on the side. From her vantage point at the gates to the spiritual realm, the girl can easily see the labor that goes into each life. This labor creates a personal space for the individual, a necessity for the maintenance of individuality and personal identity. The stones of the hillside symbolize primordial power. This symbolism is repeated in the stones used to build the house. There is an unlimited supply of creative, primordial energy upon which any person may draw to manifest what is needed in life, if they are willing to put forth the effort. The sword and the bag with the pentacle represent the spiritual strength for defense. So there could be, what this means, there could be a gain or loss in finances. You might have a salary increase if possible, the chance to purchase real estate. So if any of you have been thinking about, perhaps some real estate investment, it may come about, or a loan is repaid. But I like going back to that unlimited supply of energy, which we all can draw on in life, and it talks about just putting forth a little bit of effort. And if you look at the picture, and it's on the Lessons with Wesley Facebook and the Lessons with Wesley Instagram, just standing there. She's standing there on the cliffside in thought. So what have you been thinking about, folks? What have I been thinking about? What in my life do I need to put some energy towards? What do I feel drawn to? What do I need to help call in my guides or call in some energy? What do I want to see manifested? And so I always like to go to the Rider-Waite tarot card, and it says, so for like an spiritual experience, there might be a ripening or a completion, bringing in the crops, quote, bringing in the crops, the many steps, paths, and diversions to be taken. So is there a step forward that we need to take? Have we been working hard? So is it now time to maybe reap the harvest? As card of the day, it stands for nothing gets wasted. Even our waste products, personal and otherwise, can be fertilizer for the next cycle. Forgive yourself and others for not being perfect. How many times do we beat ourselves up for something? Can't get it out of our head. Call in that energy. Get rid of that waste. Speaking of waste, I'll share this in a later episode. I did my Reiki 2 training this weekend with Lori Cameron. Thank you so much. Love it. So I pulled a couple of cards. One card I got from the Celtic Dragon was the number 8 strength. And then I also got from the Wisdom of the Elders the number 53, which was the Sweat Lodge. It's like, there it is again, that Sweat Lodge coming up. Talking about waste, burning away what doesn't belong, burning away what doesn't matter anymore, burning away the old so we can heal and, what's fresh in our lives. So all this kind of ties together. I love it. Now, I will go back to the Knight of Pentacles. So this Knight of Pentacles, it was an inverted card. So I always like to go to the website. I always like to go look at the reverse meaning. Like I said, some people like to do that. Some people don't. But once again, I'm using the psychic-revelation.com. Always go there for the reverse meanings. And some people think that reverse meaning, it must be bad. No, it's not always bad. It could be more like a warning. And what this one is, it says the reverse Knight of Pentacles can carry a warning that this is an important time to keep your focus. Keep your focus squarely on your work. This is a time to be as adult as possible if you want to be successful. I don't want to. It's October. I want to go buy something Halloween decor. In general, it says, although you may be feeling somewhat listless and rather unexcited about what is going on in your life, it's important to realize that the only person that can change that is you. Oh man, that's perfect. That ties straight into the Celtic Dragon book. I mean, it's literally, what do you want to manifest? It says, if you're willing to put forth the effort. Isn't that what we all want to be told? Work harder. Not necessarily work harder. Just stop. Focus. Find the focus. What do we want to see manifested? Open yourself up to change, but don't throw the saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. So don't get rid of something that you've been working on. Just maybe refocus, re-energize. I don't know. All right. So I do want to read the spirituality aspect of it. Even though much about this card relates to work and the mundane making of a living, when the Knight of Pentacles appears, it's important to realize that there's much more to life than work. Give yourself the time and space to explore other ideas. Talk to people that are more, quote, into spiritual things than you are and see what they have to say, which resonates with you. Allow your spirit to rest. Consider meditation. Now that kind of goes against the opposite, doesn't it? Talking about work hard, focus, and then also, but no, I mean, it ties into it. We need to rest. We need to have some spiritual rest. So let's go back over it again. So focus. What is it that you want to see manifested in your life? Let's put forth the effort. And let's call in some guides and get some spiritual help. Why not? Okay. Well, folks, that is it for Lessons with Wesley. So the cards have spoken, the stones have stirred, and the wisdom has been shared. Let it echo in your spirit until we meet again. This is Wesley, and these are the lessons.